Good afternoon, everyone. It's good to be here, and I think my presentation has been started by Andrew from TWL, giving all the challenges we face every now and then on the road network. So we will be giving you a brief of what we are doing with the Connect PNG program and what government is investing. This is a major investment program because government is so interested in the investment opportunities in Papua New Guinea. So the Connect PNG program was initiated to address some of these key issues that we face in the road network that we have in Papua New Guinea. Sorry. Where is this? Okay. So the road network we have in Papua New Guinea, it's almost 30,000 plus kilometers of road. 9,000 of it is the national highway network that we manage of the 16,000 kilometers, 16,000 national highways, 16 national highways. And 21,000 of it is under the provinces and the districts, which we work with the provinces to improve. Connect PNG infrastructure is a massive investment by government for the next 20 years. We are now 4th year into the implementation of the program. Connect PNG focuses on the key economic highways, improving the poor road corridors to economic corridors for the next 20 years, focusing on those highly economic potential sites. So if you look at the Connect PNG program, and four of my friends seated up here basically covers a lot of transport issues that we have faced from our MD from NUKINI coming into our PNG pods. We are under MTTP4, DEEP 2.1 talks about all the infrastructure, transport infrastructure in the country. So Connect PNG is a multimodal and multi-sectoral program. It's not just about roads. That is I think, a misnomer that many of us are having, is that it's about roads only. But Connect PNG is about entire infrastructure program, including the SEZs. Connect PNG is to address long-standing issues affecting the development progress, and one of which was presented by Andrew from TWL, which is a lot of maintenance issues that we face across our road network. Key highways are being with a poor road condition, which is focused on doing a maintenance work to upkeep the roads so that the roads can be able to support the economic investment of government. And so, amongst other important things, government is focusing on building up enabling infrastructure to allow investors to natural resource endowments such as oil and gas and minerals, and also investors to, as I said, priority sites, to airports and seaports, bringing in cargo from the wharf up to the project sites. And that is something that is very, very key to the government and connecting all these important economic potential sites. And this is the road network of our country, and one of which Andrew mentioned is having a redundancy plan on the network. That is something that we are envisaged to do under the Connect PNG program, is to open up additional road network across what we have, so that there's a redundancy like the Highlands Highway. We are now trying to cut through several of those sections under the Highlands Highway from Baya to Medeng, also from Henganofi down to Kusap. We're also cutting in from Chimbu all the way back to Bramen, to Yakumbu, and then we're connecting from there on the Kalf Chimbu Medeng corridor. So we are connecting all those different corridors to allow port access from different sites. So that is something that Connect PNG is targeting. The red ones you see on the map is the existing road network. The yellow ones and the dotted ones are the new ones that we are looking at connecting, and most of them are already under progress. We are currently already constructing most of these roads. This is the 13 economic road corridors for the Connect PNG program. Connect PNG is focusing on 13 economic road corridors. In that corridor, we have several highways. There are highways that are packaged under one corridor. For example, in the Momase corridor, you have Sipik Highway, the Coastal Highway, Ramu Highway, Fisika Highway, which is connecting from Leh to Finsafen to Saidor back to Medeng. So those are all highways captured under the corridor. And then we start implementing those programs to open up the economic potential of our country. So road investment by this government is massive. We have almost spent up to 4 billion kina worth of investment, and we are now looking at cutting down to the next 16 billion that is under the budget up to 2040. This map shows the economic potential size of the road network that is currently under development. If you see from the The purple color is looking at the locking sites, and you see the blue colors are mining and petroleum sites, those economic investment potential areas which road network is covering. And so our challenge is to connect all those potential sites with roads, and one of which, and a good example is the transnational highway. We are connecting from Morobe coming into Gulf. We are now at almost 30 kilometers before we can connect Gulf province with Morobe. We are now in the bushes up at Kaintiba, one of the villages on the Ward 1 LLG of West Kerama. So we are now coming into closing up, and one of which is that current Papua LNG will be located just 8 kilometers away from the Chenage 50 from Gulf, and that is where we're giving access to Papua LNG to be developed. And we are working with current developer to have created access. So those are the investment stories that we want to highlight in terms of how we are connecting roads to allow investment opportunities. This map shows the 22 SEZ program. I'm seeing Secretary Investment and Trade here. This is the 22 SEZs identified by our Ministry of the International Trade and Investment. And so if you see the road networks are being developed to directly connect all these SEZ areas and allow our investors to go in and develop those potentials. We are building roads. Our economic sector has to come on board and start investing in those priority areas. Some of which that we want to see agriculture coming on board. We want to see forestry and fisheries taking on the road network and start investing in our economic development in the country. So that is one of the biggest investment that our government has made. And what is Connect PNG? We are focusing on 16,580 kilometers. We have 30,000 plus. 16,500 are most economic corridors connecting the main highways. That is why Connect PNG is up to that 16,500 kilometers, of which 5,677 kilometers are national highways. We are focusing on the 1,900 kilometers of the missing links, specific missing links. Not all of them are important to Connect PNG. We are focusing on the priority ones. And so there is a lot of negativity being on the social media. If you want to know more about Connect PNG, come see my office and we'll give you details of what is the program like. 9,000 of which is the provincial and district roads. Those are very key economic roads in the provinces and districts, working in partnership with our provincial governments and district administrations to also allow potential investors going into districts and provinces. And that is something that we want to encourage. Not all the investors populating up in Mosby, but they have to go out into the districts and provinces. If 21 provinces can able to have economic investment programs, we would able to increase our investment in the country. And we are targeting 3,000 meters of the bridge program. So most of the critical ones, we are replacing them, and TWL now should have 71 new bridges from Najab all the way to Kakamuka Airport. We are under the ADB investment. Our ADB country director was presenting this morning and highlighting the big investment. ADB Bank has been supporting us on the investment of the 430 kilometers from Najab to Kakamuka. And so Connect PNG is a 20-year investment plan. That's the summary of the program. It's a three-phased program. Phase 1 is from 2021 all the way to 2027. Phase 2 is from 2028 to 2034. And phase 3 is from 2035 to 2040. In that phase-up program, we have those 13 economic corridors that are being phased out. So we are targeting each of them, and we will do one by one. Eventually, we'll connect the country by road. That is something that we are targeting by next year. In our Golden Jubilee, we have given a commitment to government that we will connect the New Guinea from the southern corridor between Lae to Gulf to Port Moresby to Milne Bay. So that is our commitment to government, and we are connecting this entire missing link by next year, 16th of September. So that there's a big investment potential that even now today, the Total Energies have discovered some potential investment sites down at Milo, which is off the coast of Makarida. And the road is just next to 17 kilometers left for us to connect Central and Milne Bay. And we are currently sleeping in the bush and constructing the roads. The phase 1 of the 2020 of the program, the key achievements that we have achieved so far since 2020 when we commenced the program, 2,900 kilometers and a 2 billion kina investment we have achieved from those 4,200 national highways. We have also constructed 400 kilometers of the subnational, the missing link programs. We have also delivered 1,200 kilometers of our provincial and district roads, working in partnership with the districts and provinces. We have also delivered 50 bridges, equating to 300 meters of the national highway. So by end of next year, we should be able to complete the entire bridges on the Highlands Highway. And also, we are now investing on the key major bridges from Mutung all the way to Wewak under the ADB loan program as well, including the two wharfs, Wanemo Wharf and Wewak Wharf. So those are key highlights from what we have done so far. I'll cover the pictures of what we are doing at the moment as we go through the slides. This is a table showing all the corridors, including the SEZs that Minister Maru was presenting in his last presentation yesterday. We have connected this, identified these SEZs, and built that into our road network to allow investors to come in. So we encourage investors to take on board the initiative to come and discuss and bring your people across to Papua New Guinea and start investing. We are constructing enabling infrastructures, and they will reach where you are intending to invest. And just 2 weeks ago, I flew with Minister Maru to also look at the investment in civic agriculture. I think our Governor Alan Bed is presenting at the moment on the investment. So we are looking at developing all these corridors to allow investors to come in. The Connect PNG generating important investment outcomes, and we also not just looking at connecting roads, but we also providing under the construction industry 10,000 jobs through direct and indirect investment on those contractors that we have engaged. Increased income opportunities for local people that where construction activities happening. We also saving travel time. One of the good example is the Highlands Highway. It took us almost 12 hours to drive from Mount Hagen to Lake City. Right now they're traveling about 5 to 6 hours. That's a big savings of time. The maintenance costs have now decreased as well. In terms of operating a vehicle, the transport operators, if you travel up the Highlands Highway, we have really reduced our travel time between that section that we have just improved. Also, vehicle operating costs, we have also reduced in terms of operating, minimizing the cost. So there are so many opportunities on the investment outcomes in investing in road. And so we should support the agenda of government to look at investing in our road infrastructure. The government key decision on having to bring on board 5.6% of the national budget to support. Unfortunately, because of the deficit budget, we have been given less, not of the 5.6%, which is equivalent to around 1.2 billion. We have been given less than that. And that is why sometimes we are taking time to also implement some of these programs. But it is good that this government has taken initiative to enact a Connect PNG Act to fully fund and commit the government to implement our road transport services. So let me give assurance to our investors and trucking operators that this government is serious. They have enacted the law to fund all these key infrastructure programs. So let's support them to bring in investors, to bring in revenue. There's some challenges and opportunities at the same time, but challenges are being raised by DW. Those are very important challenges we take note of, and we continue to improve. There's always a room for improvement. My department is focused on improving some of these issues that have been raised by so many of our operators on the main highways. On that being said, I just want to cover to you, I'm running out of time, so cover you the progress of what we are doing at the moment. In the corridor, first corridor of transnational highway, that's from Morobe to Gulf. We have opened up that section. These are the equipments we are constructing by ourselves, using our plant equipments from works. We are currently up at Bema, coming into Bema station, coming into Koridanga. So that's currently being constructed at the moment. This is from Momase corridor. That's from Wutung all the way to Waterise, including the Fisika highway. We're currently constructing the Ramu highway, and the World Bank is also supporting us to fund some of these programs between Usino and Tabo. So some of these roadworks are currently underway from Ramu. This is the current progress of works at the moment. At the ECPIC section, we're also constructing a new bridge at Hawaiian. That is along the coast, off the coast of Wewak. We are replacing it, and ADB is funding the full section from Wutung all the way to Wewak, including the two ports. A 4-lane road from Wutung down to Wanemo, and a 4-lane road from Wewak up to Mengar, the new port. So this is a big investment by government. These are some of the improvements that we are currently working on the highway. The southern corridor between Kerama all the way to Milne Bay, we are already constructing the Maki Highway section. These are the improvements we're working towards from Central down to Milne Bay. At the moment, from Gulf to Southern Highlands, we are working at the moment from Muguri to Werava section, one of the Route 700 that we just completed, down to Kikori. So we are working on from Kikori with provincial government from Gulf through Ihu all the way back to Kerama. So this is a works currently in progress from Gulf Medang. Karamui, as he said, we are already targeting to connect. We just completed a bridge. The bridge should be completed by this month. By next year, we should be able to connect Karamui by 16th of September. So the road works are already commencing. So the investors for Karamui, please, we ask you to come on board to see the Ministry for Industrial Trade and Investment and start thinking about going into Karamui and start investing. This is a highly agriculture potential site. On the West New Britain, we have already awarded the contracts between Kimbe all the way to Kokopo. There are contractors working. This is a 4-lane road upgrade in Kokopo City. This is a road upgrade between Biala to Bandi, the border of West New Britain and East New Britain. At the moment, from the Highlands Highway, I think we've covered most of it. All of you have traveled Highlands Highway. This is a new program on the ship. There's new bridges being replaced, concrete bridges. So you will not see a lot of Bailey bridges, Mr. Andrew. From the WL, you will see a lot of concrete bridges going up. These are the new bridges we are currently constructing. This is part of the Nipa to Ambua section that currently is under construction as well. This is a Leh 4-lane, a big investment by government from Najab to Leh. Now we're working on the second section. One of the lane has been completed between Yalu to Najab. Now we're working on the other lane, so we are almost closing in. This is the new bridge for Yalu Bridge, the 4-lane bridge we are constructing. The one that just washed out, it's just a temporary bridge we are maintaining. Eventually we'll get a new bridge open by 16th of September next year. These are Mount Hagen city roads. We are improving the city roads as well. Leh, Mount Hagen, Medang, Kokopo. Those key provincial towns and cities are also being kept under the program. We are implementing them. We are improving them. Via Medang, there's a missing link. We are opening up another access for those of us operators going into Medang. This is a via missing link that we are under construction. We're also working on the Transfly border. This is from Oriomo to Weham. This lady is telling the story that they used to struggle to walk from Oriomo to Weham. Yeah. So this is an interview, but we have constructed 45 kilometers of that road going into Weham forward operating base. So this is a challenging environment. It's very hard to get the material out there. We are shipping material out of Port Moresby. It takes us 3 months to ship. There's no construction material down in Western Province, especially up in Kiunga you have, not down in Daro. That's why we are shipping all the materials from Moresby to construct this road. This is the telephone in Tabubil missing link. This is the first village. We've reached Urabmin after 50 years of being a country, one of which telephone has been left out. And now we have connected telephone. The machines just reached Urabmin village, 18 kilometers away. So Connect PNG is connecting the potential sides of investment, and we encourage our investors to come on board. Dr. D is supporting us with the tax credit scheme program, funding this missing link program, and we encourage other developers to also bring in investment through a tax credit scheme to support us connect most of these sections. So this is a bridge that is connecting the Sepik River. This is the Sepik River Bridge at the head. We just opened up last 3 weeks ago. Now the vehicles are now traveling into Telefomin Station as we speak. So that's the biggest achievement that we've made through the Connect PNG program, reaching the unreached and connecting the unconnected. Now in Bougainville, we're also constructing the road between Arawa to Buin, working on the section between Buin back to CY to Trokina back to Sierra. So these are all works currently undergoing at the moment in the autonomous region of Bougainville. We've replaced even doing the sealing works between Buka Town back to Kesa, one of the small islands, and then the main trunk road. So the work is in progress at the moment. In Manus, we're also constructing road from east-west. That's one of the, as he said, is the Drauke port, where we are doing a fishing port. So this road will connect to the Trauke port, and we are asking for those fishing operators to start looking at investing in Manus as well. This is Sundown Border Corridor connecting between Vanimo to Telefomin. As we speak, our operators have been at Waki, one of the first LLG between Telefomin and Vanimo Green District. The red container you see there, a 90-meter bridge we are constructing over Yellow River. The Frida mine site is just offside of around 5 kilometers off from where the route is. So we are now bringing in investment to where Frida mine can go and start, our developer can go in and start access to the project site. In New Ireland, we've completed the entire Buluminski Highway. We are now touching the last part from Namatanai back to Uris all the way to Las Kona, and we are coming out all the way through the west coast side. So our Connect PNG program has pretty much covered many of our sections of the country. We want to encourage investors. Please come on board, take initiative, and visit our key government agencies and partner with them and start investing. And so as in closing, I would say that aligned funding is very important. I want to see all of us at the developers can come and let's work together to align resources, and we can develop our road network that can support our economy. Mining and petroleum projects must align funding and infrastructure development with Connect PNG program to promote more investment opportunities in the footprint areas. And so together we can transform PNG with adequate road connectivity and effectively develop economic road corridors and encourage sustainable investment opportunities in Papua New Guinea. Let us remember that it is not our wealth that build our roads, but it is our roads that build our wealth. So let's invest. Thank you too much.